Alright, there we go. Finally. Alright. Long time no see, fellas. This time it ain't no pre-race show. We're getting ready to go 167 laps for the Timmy 2 plates 250 at Texas. The second race for RHRL this season for the 6th season. Dark Fist will be with us in just hopefully a few moments. I was told that he was on his way home, but the lobby for the race is getting ready to be prepared. While that whole debacle just now was I guess wanted me to let y'all know that his sleeper pick is also Sammy Boy. So with that said, I guess I'm gonna go on ahead and make my prediction. So yeah, Sammy Boy, Abyss is going to be watching you as the sleeper tonight, so hopefully you'll do him proud. My sleeper pick, I will go with I'll go with Yoshi Racing tonight. Driving 2 different car numbers. Highest open team in the points. He is starting 8th. He is my sleeper tonight. So, with that being said, we are just waiting for the lobby to go up. And then we are going green for tonight's race. Again, 167 laps. This will be a long one. Alright. So we are just waiting for the lobby. And I'm also waiting for my partner in crime tonight. Let me see here. What do we got? Let me... also, thanks, Suspect. Thanks, buddy, for helping me get this thing fixed. Also, thank you for the follow. We're up to 60. Hopefully, we'll have Twitch affiliate status during this season, so hopefully we can get some emojis ready to go. Let's see. My W code should still be on there. It says it's still on there on my chat screen, so if not, W code, by the way, for all of you, is Speedster. Not fully, you know, spelled out correctly. It's just SPDSTER, all capitalized. If you use that code on W when making a purchase, you will get 10% off. So, again, shout out to W Energy for sponsoring the stream tonight. We are just waiting for the lobby to get up. I'm pretty sure it might be with Abyss. But again, for all of you in the stream, but how y'all doing tonight? Hopefully, for those of you who have a team playing in the playoffs, hopefully it went well for you guys. I know for a couple teams it's not the case. Specifically Cleveland and Miami. Or you could be like a Steelers fan or a Bills fan and have to wait a couple extra days. We are just waiting for the lobby. Let me see. I believe... Oh, yeah. As a reminder, for next week's stream on January 20th, again, it will be on Saturday. It will be on the same day of the week throughout the entire season, going up until late June. The third race will be at Michigan. So, if you like Daytona, highly recommend you watch the Michigan race. There's going to be a lot of drafting. There's going to be a lot of close racing. Texas is going to be fun on its own terms. Don't have to rely on the draft as much. I'm going to see a lot of slipping and sliding off of turn 4. I think that's the key for all these drivers tonight, just to make sure that you guys keep your cars off of turn 4. Hope you don't go loosey-goosey. See here with Abyss. Alright, there we go. So that is our invite. I'm just going to make sure that I don't join in on them and not have an extra car in the field. Alright, we are good. Alright. Yes, sir. Finally time to get these guys on the track. Again, Dark Abyss will be in here shortly. We have 28 drivers tonight. Very good showing. Over 90% of the starting grid is here. As a reminder, by the way, while we join in, they are doing a pace lap or two. They did that last week. So don't be surprised if you see a bunch of cars going 70 miles an hour. Then, let me see. I'll just go on ahead and send Abyss an invite just in case. Hopefully the game doesn't, you know, do what it did before. Because that might be a problem with Abyss not here. There he is. Alright. There you go. No, like, I literally just joined into the lobby. We kind of had to wait because, Twitch wasn't working out for me. But yep, they are getting ready to go. They're getting ready to do their pace laps. Alrighty. Yeah, hopefully it doesn't, you know, not let you in. It does that a lot if you join in late. So while Abyss is joining, again, for those of you that watched the pre-race show, we discussed the lineup. The front row, watch out for these two. Asylums and Cowboys. Those are the two to watch. They were just about 0.005 of a second separated on their qualifying laps. And Cowboys was not happy about it. So we'll see if the 6 car can turn it around and end up being the #1 car at the end of the race tonight. Again, we expected 30 cars tonight in the starting lineup, but 28 are in the field. Don't know if we're going green this time or next time. I know they said they were going to do 1 or 2 pace laps. But they are going double file right now, so that is a good sign. Because here they go, they're crossing the line. And they are going next time. So, yes indeed, we are doing 2 pace laps. Basically able to get in. Okay, good. Great. Make sure your audio is included. As a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, the pace speed, if I am not mistaken, is 70 miles per hour. But this is going to be fun. This may not be Daytona, but this is the next best thing. There is currently the 22 car way off the pace. The 22 lagged out. Problems for the 22 of K. Harvick fan. He was not one of the guys in the starting grid, and he lagged out. So he won't even get to make it to green. A heartbreaker for the 22.
Oh, Asylum's
oh my goodness!
Out.
What?
Asylum's? Oh, I think they're leaving. I think
they are backing out. So we're gonna have to try this one again.
Well, since that happened, let's talk more about Texas, okay, people? If you're not anywhere near how this track works, the short one, your car is gonna feel amazing. All right, you're gonna feel like you can do anything you want. When you start to wear those tires out, you are going to get loose off turns 2 and 4, and then the long run, when you're trying to make a pass for a lead or make a pass for position, that will be the key. How strong, how straight can you keep your car off of turn 2 and turn 4? Because I'm not gonna lie, I've had problems off of turn 4 my entire career here.
Yeah, usually the back end of the car snaps when you're exiting turn 4. At least that's what it does for me, but I've only noticed that with the older gen cars. I haven't experienced that yet with the newer gens. So that will be interesting to watch tonight. So you said that your picks tonight were Cowboys and the 31 is Sammy. I'm intrigued with those two picks. I also said Cowboys for the pre-race show, but I want to know why you said Sammy as your sleeper.
Well, because if you look at it, Sammy, he is so great on fuel saving, and this track fits into his wheelhouse if it goes the long run. His strategy will be a key here tonight, and he is probably one of the best, or probably is the best when it comes to strategy. I've seen him out strategize Ward Burton before, so it will be a fantastic race to see. I picked him. I know him well. I know how his brain works, and if he can sniff a fuel strategy, he's one of the first ones just cruising back there and just letting the fuel come to him.
And with the fuel window tonight being 31 laps, I don't know exactly how many laps are in each stage, but at least for the final stage, you may see that 31 car doing that fuel strategy, and it might work out for him. And he needs it tonight. Looking where he is at in the points, looking him up right now, he's not even in the top 20. He's actually 24th in points. I know it's still very early on, but you can't start off on a bad note. But if there's anyone that can turn it around with the green flag pit strategies, it would be him. For the pre-race show, I stated that my sleeper pick was the 51, who was the 15 last week. Yoshi Racing, he is starting in 8th. He was the fastest open team car in qualifying tonight. As we were just told by Asylums, with the lag out rule, they had to reset. Man, so not only Twitch had to be resetted, the game has to be resetted.
You get one lag, one restart, and then out no matter what next time they go by green. So it's a one-time, I believe, last time I raced, it was a one-time thing. So if I'm making sure, I think you might have a better answer to this. Is it a win-your-in system, or is it just a consistent program we're doing?
Oh yeah, it is a win-your-in system. I did look at the points before. It did show that Lyle was in with his win. I think there was actually a picture of that sent on Discord. I can go on ahead and try and find it.
I was making sure that I didn't misinterpret it.
Yeah, I know. Let me.
So I know this is your first time in the league here. Is there anyone that you expect to make this playoffs that's below the playoff right now?
Oh, below the playoffs. Well, I know you said the 31 is someone to watch, so I'm not going to say him. Based on how I've seen these guys race, I feel like, for some reason, the 3 of Nasformer would be one to watch. I know he didn't have a good Daytona showing, but somehow, in some way, he's only 7 points below the cut line. I think he makes it up tonight. I think he's my guy that I think that's below the cut line right now that will be above by regular season's end.
Good pick, good pick. The guy I'm looking at to see what he gonna do is, let's see, I'm guessing most of these are one starters. So I'm gonna say he's like 1 point out right now. Easy, soft pick. Rye Red didn't have a great Daytona. Again, it's obviously you're not gonna have a great Daytona for everybody. He's 1 point out. I think he's just gonna be consistent. He's always up front. When we did anything, he was always right there in the picture. So no matter what, I think Rye Red is gonna be probably in. I'm just gonna swing a little bit left here. The player that I think might be out first, might have a struggle to get stuff going. I'm gonna go with Kevin. That's Kevin EU23 in the 22. I'm guessing he's getting subbed for Kevin. I don't know why that is, but I think he's gonna have a little struggle. I've seen him race. He's not really consistent. That's my problem with him. He's not consistent enough to make it in, but he could surprise me. I have been surprised before, and I love to be surprised. I love to be proven wrong. It's just I think he might be the one outlier.
Yeah, for me, I'm going to say an open team car. I'm going to say the one of not on my screen. I've seen that he was not here tonight, and I know that he may not be able to make every start. I think that's going to cost him a playoff spot. But who knows? I haven't been here that long enough. I don't know how good he is. But I just got the invite to the race lobby. I will go on ahead and give you one. And then Asylums has the lap count thing on his stream. I'm going to keep an eye on mine for tonight, because it's been a little buggy.
It has been a buggy day. Random question just for you. How cold is it where you are right now?
You know, surprisingly, it isn't that bad. It was like maybe 25, 30 degrees. I know, like,
I'm
for
in the
some,
single
it was
digits.
like, yeah, like, that's what's going to probably be next week, but surprisingly, it wasn't that bad over here.
I'm at 6.
Yeah, the lowest that was over here was about, like, maybe
going
15 degrees.
I got 6. I live like 3 hours away from Kansas City, Kansas.
Alright, so there they go. Everyone's getting into their spots once again. Hopefully this one works out. We're going to look on with the pole sitter, the 16. Asylum's had a very good run at Daytona. He's looking to replicate that tonight. He finished 6th at Daytona, currently in the top 10 in points. Not only because of the finish, obviously, but because of stage points. He currently resides in 9th right now, in a tie with the 50. But I expect that 16 to climb a little bit more up the standings. So we'll see if they go this time. If not, we'll see them go next time. But the field beginning to get in their positions, and we will be going green. We'll keep an eye out for the 22 of K. Harvick fan.
I don't think he's actually here this time, so they might have gone without him.
Yeah, tough breaking. I know you said with the 22 of Kevin, if he was getting subbed, it may not work out for him. All right, so let's see. Let's see if they're going this time. And it looks like they are. We are green. We are underway. The Timmy 2 plates 250 is underway.
As they go down to turn number 1 and 2, the little single file, little battling. Well, right now, you're going to be pretty much, like I said, you're going to be flying. You're going to want to use every line you get, but really, there's only 1 or 2, maybe 2 lines here. That inside line and that very inside line has been used today as the 9 goes for the lead. And here comes Lyle Chat last week's winner trying to take the lead back.
Yeah, 9 car got a little loose there getting to the line. He started 3rd. He gets the first lap. And that 99 looking to start where he left off, as he is currently trying to clear the 16. And here comes that 3 of Nasformer, battling for 4th right now with the 6 of Cowboys.
Let's give a straight shout out right now. Lyle Chat in 2nd place. He came home with a win last week, a strong win last week, and coming home, starting today off with a good race start right now in 2nd currently, just filing in. Right now, you're going to have a great run off the corner, but little wide off of turn 2. Here comes Asylum for 3rd.
Oh, yeah, we have a little bit of lag back here. That looks like the 4. That's bad omens. He was one of the last guys to make it in the field. He is having major lag issues. That's got to get fixed. He's looking on now with the 77 of Material Zero, or graphics designer. Has a little bit of ways to go, but he's slowly and surely making his way up there. This is a very long race. This will probably take about maybe a couple hours to get done.
But you gotta be coach. You gotta be wary. You got a lot of time to go. You gotta think. Right now, you're gonna get bumped. You're gonna get banged. Ooh, as the 9 of Adams hits the wall. The 99 to the lead. Here comes a silence in the 3, maybe the 6. Oh.
Yeah, Cowboys trying to make up those spots. He was the one that started on the outside pole. Currently side by side for 4th, as they're also side by side behind him. The 23 and the 51.
Oh,
Yoshi
the 77
Racing.
hits the wall.
As we have a problem here, we're going to go and shift to his perspective. There he is, Material Zero off the pace. Might have to go down pit road and repair that car.
As we're talking about that, guess what happened? Here goes a silence to the lead, followed by the 3, going to probably bring the 6 with him. Wildshot trying to get back and maybe stay into the 3rd. No, here comes the 9.
Yeah, good move by the 9, getting by the 6 on the outside, and he will now take that podium spot in 3rd. This 9 car, I know we haven't talked much about him. I mean, the gamer tag doesn't help itself, but this 9 car's got a fast one early on.
I mean, would you think so? His teammates almost pretty much ran the show last week. He was barely seen. It was, I believe, the 24 and the 5 that ran the show last week. We're talking all about him, and he's here today to show, hey, there's a 3rd car in this stable that can scream loud and show up today. And he's showing that early as he goes under the 3 to try to take 2nd into turn 3.
Right now, a good battle for 4th. Cowboys in the 6, getting by the 99, using that inside line. A little bit of contact there. Exiting the 2nd half, and a caution has come out. And it looks like the 7 of Yeti's got major front end damage.
Looks like Sammy Boy, 2 in the 31 has some front end damage. Rye Bread has some front end damage. Bauman has some front end damage. A big wreck must have happened off of turn 4 there. Again, like I told you, that's a sketchy spot. Turn 4, I think they might have gotten loose out there. I think turn 4 might have bitten again.
So first caution for incident tonight. We had a decent run to start Daytona, but it will not be the case here at Texas. So we will have our first manual restart coming right up here.
Now my question, are you going to pit here, get some tires, get some adjustments?
Let me see. I don't know the lap counter. I'm gonna look on Asylum's stream real quick. Really depends on where they're at over there. Because we're back green here.
As they go back green.
The 11 and the 24, they had a strategy. They are 1 and 2. They have a very long way to go. I see they're on lap 12 of 52 in this opening stage, so they got about a good 40 laps. And you can already tell the strategy's not going to work. The 16 is going to get by the 11 with ease here. Trying to stay in line here with the 24. And he cannot make a mistake because that 3 car is there. 24 is going to hit the wall. And he is going way off pace.
11 hit the wall again. Not in the cards for those 2. They're going to fall back pretty heavily. But again, he's back in the fray. We're talking about the 24. The 9's in the ball. So this team is going to be a team. I forget what team they're on. I believe the teammates, but they are going to be a threat this year. Mark my words, we're going to see that NASCAR continues to try to find a way to get Casey in the 16.
Yeah, here comes the 23 of Rod Wade Beats making his debut this season. Currently running in 4th, looking to the outside, the 6 for 3rd. He's got a good run on this outside. We'll see if he is able to execute it off. Might be able to use this draft off the 3 to get up there. It's going to be very close. Won't be able to go back down.
Can he keep it? Can he keep it up there? This is the line I'm talking about. There is a 2nd line here. It's just, can you use it? And right now, the 23 is throwing everything in power. But it doesn't look like it's going to work.
Yeah, and here comes the 51 of Yoshi Racing, and here comes that 66, Trippy Tricks. making his presence known here early on, as the 4's lagging is not helping right now towards the back of the pack. He is just moving all over the place. I won't be shocked if he won't be able to finish this race with that lag. Looking on towards mid-pack, it is a cluster. Obviously, the 24's back there with the older tires, but there's some notable drivers back there, including the A of Rye Bread, the 18 of Air Just Calls, the 44 of Stiff for the Biff. Slideways is back there. Again, there is very tight racing all around this field, as they're now 3 wide mid-pack. Suspect Camo able to make it work, and he's got those 2 spots.
As they continue to stay 2 wide off of turn 4, we'll couple out of the restart. I don't want to be a single file. I don't want to be double wide right now. These guys are racing for position. It's crazy. I'm on the board of Rye Bread right now. A lot of lag issues going on. Hopefully that's nothing really we're watching, because they're going crazy off of turn 4. No real. I'm looking at the 2, the 21, and the 12 all in the same area. They need to find a way forward.
Battle for second. Naz under fire from Cowboys. Naz is on that outside. And Cowboys now the new runner-up. This is only a 9-car pack. So if you're one of those 9 drivers up there in the front, you want this thing to stay green and hopefully not have a mistake if you make a green flag pit stop. As the 23 trying to keep up the pace, he is losing time even with this pack. Right now, the first car that's not in that main pack is the 12 of Ward Billis. He had a tragic ending at Daytona last week. At the final restart, he got shoved all the way below the yellow line. He didn't get the finish he wanted. And he's currently right now rounding out the top 10.
Good job for him right now. I'm seeing the top 2 people that started up front are 1, 2. Right now, they're trying to find each other and try to get past each other. I know Cowboy wants to pass.
Cowboy's looking low. He moves up just a little bit. Off of 4. Asylum's up the racetrack. He's going to kiss the wall just a little bit. Cowboys in front.
Here comes Yoshi in the 51 trying to make a move for second. It looks like Rippy might have let Casey in there. The 16 and the 66 might be working together here early in stage number 1 off of turn number 2. That might be a big run here for Yoshi. Ooh, the 16 has to go low to defend. Oh, sorry, that's the 9.
Yeah, the 9 call looking at the inside trippy tricks for that 4th spot. This is what everyone behind him wants to see. Side-by-side racing mid-pack here in this first group. Right now, the 50 car rounding out this first group. That 23 was able to catch up, by the way, due to all this chaos.
Yeah, it's all he needs. He wants to see more, though. He wants to make some positions. He needs to let people get racing and just kind of make the moves with the people, and hopefully he can file through. But right now, the top 4 are all heavy hitters, and the top 9 are here. But guess what? If they look closely, that second pack is behind, I believe, led by the number 2.
Yeah, Dane Goldberry. He started all the way in the back in this race. And he has made no time for messing around. Currently rounding out that top 10. Looking on right now from the rear end of this first group, the 50 of CCDN. He's had a solid start to the season. Not one where you would, look closely at, but he's had a very solid start. He's currently rounding out this group of 9 right now in 9th. Now on board here with the 9. Currently running in that 4th spot. So far, very peaceful for these front 9 cars, as everyone else still from 10th on back, the exact opposite.
Hey, that's why they're in this group. They're all single file. They're not really racing because they know if they can stay single file and kind of get a distance, they can then, when it comes to the end of the stage, get a little fighty and just kind of have fun. But right now, I want to go back to CC right now in the 50. You talked about a great start to the season. That's what you need to do. Don't go make bangers. Don't go make a lot of noise. Just go and drive. Just put your head down and be quiet. I like what he's doing. I want to see more of this. He is perfect right now, just staying in 9th. Right now, I'm fine with 9th. When we get to it, I want to see him get a little bit more aggressive, but not too aggressive, if you know what I...
Yeah, and just as a reminder for those of you watching the stream, There is a very wide range of drivers that will be in the playoffs this season. In fact, there will be 16 drivers in the field. So don't worry if you're running 9th or 10th in the standings. This is what you need to have happen if you're someone running around there right now, like the 50. Because here they go, exiting turn 4, mostly single file. 9 takes a peek on the inside. As we have a problem here with the 24, looks like he is going to go on ahead and get those newer tires after staying out. Ron May had a spectacular start to the season. Right now, he's got to try and get through this first stage dilemma from that strategy call.
Yes, indeed, but that would probably bring the 11 down at some point. Because he did the same strategy. We're going to see how that develops. As I'm looking for right now, we're looking like we have a battle. We have a pass. The 9 takes third away from Yoshi in the 51 right there. Little track position movements in this top group right now.
Yeah, right now, Cowboys leading the way. Here comes 16, going to the inside. They're side by side, going in the 4 for the lead. Cowboys has no one with them here. This isn't a racetrack where you have to rely on the draft as much, but you have to have a good lane here for turns 2 and 4. And unfortunately for Cowboys, he's going to lose at least 3 spots here as Asylum's back in front.
He got very lucky with that train of cars that he didn't fall back to the rear of the pack, but he clogs up that backpack right back. You know, that pack clogged up Trippy. That might be a shame right there, but right now they keep it clean. I'm going through the pack, and right now we're not seeing many people. Big lag check up right there. I thought I saw.
Here we go. We are getting to 24 to go right now. Lap 29 and 52. Asylum's currently in front. We talked about these front 9 well enough, but looking on with the 11, he has still not made his pit stop yet. He is expected to pit within the next few laps, especially with the 24 already doing his service. So the question is, if you're one of these guys right now in the front, when do you want to pit? Do you want to pit when someone up in the front pits, or do you want to pit when you feel that your tires are not going to run anymore?
That's the main question. Like right now, if you're in the back half of the groups right now, you want to pit to get practice. So you want to pit a lap before them, but you got to time it right. Because if you don't, you're gonna have worse tires and terrible traction. So you gotta be careful not to speed. You gotta do all of that, and then maybe, just maybe, you might have a great chance. But if I'm in the front of this pack, if I'm in this top 9, I need to figure out something. Because I need to gain a little bit of position, because when we pit, this kind of little pack racing we got right now is going to disappear. It's going to be car, v car, v car, v car. And so that's the question. When do you pit? I want to pit before everybody. I want to be safe. Because, again, when you pit with multiple people, you can get ramrodded and get forced to speed when you don't want to speed. So pitting by yourself is probably the best option.
Looking on right now with the 38 of Bauman, not in one of these main groups, looking behind the 10 of Georgia Dog, as we got a car in the grass here. Alrighty, trying to see who that was. Looks like that was just 12 of Lord Billis. He had a moment there. Looking on from Cowboys, that was close. He's side by side with the 9 right now for third. Lap traffic up ahead. Here we go. Oh man, a little bit of contact there with the 9, the 6, and the 66. That's going to clog up this second half of this group. 99 of Lyle. Looking on behind him. They are side by side. The 23 on that lower line. 66 on the outside. Here we go. This is what we're going to see here. The 6 car signaling. The 66 whiff. We're going to see if Cowboys gets this entry here correct. Looks like he does. No issues. The good entries for the 6 and the 66. Now going to look on with the leader. Will he pit this time? As Asylums hits the wall. And the 51 of Yoshi now in front as the 9's going to go on ahead and do his service this lap. We're going to go on ahead and hurry up to his view. There he is. As the 9 Oh my goodness, that was weird. He makes it in. But the 43 of Slideways did not make it in. He went a little bit more faster than what you should have went. You see him there. He's already back out on track. Tough break for Slideways. Asylum's still out on the racetrack. He lost a couple spots. Yoshi Racing in front. Then it's Wildchat who won last week. Then Asylum's. And then that 23 car. Haven't said a lot about him, but he is making a lot of noise here in stage 1. So here we go. When will these cars pit? You guys are just tuning into the stream. This is the second race for RHRL this season, the Timmy 2 Plates 250 here at Texas. Just in the middle of stage 1 right now with pit stops underway, and the leaders, at least some of them, are still out on the racetrack. Here we go. Asylums takes the peak under. He is pitting. The 23 as well. We've already seen a mistake with entering pit road from the 43 and a close call from the 9. As the 16 misses pit road! And the caution came out. Trying to see what this one was on. Got multiple cars still in pit road. We're trying to see what this is about. Slideways has some damage. Still trying to figure out what this caution was on. Good heads-up move by the 16. He did not pit. And the caution came out. So a lot of cars are going to be trapped a lap down here.
Hey, that's great play. Whoever is still out there, that's going to be a great play for them.
And here we go. And you see it. The 19 and the 31. The 16 is on the lead lap. I'm trying to get a head count here of how many cars are on the lead lap. But we're back green. It is Suspect Camo and Sammy Boy back to green.
Here we go back into turn number 1 and 2. Sammy Boy gonna push as the 18. Here comes the 18. Up to turn number 4. This is gonna get crazy. Here comes Sammy with a run, trying to get under him. I don't think he's gonna make the run. He's just gonna keep pushing the 19 going into turn number 3.
Here they go, almost 3 wide here towards the back end of this top 10. You see the 77 with Material Zero. He was running that high line there for just a few moments. You see it's early side by side 99 wall, big crash.
Ooh, 77 Material. Calamity hit. Cars flipping.
Caution's back out. My goodness, he took a shot.
Did you ever hear that everything is bigger in Texas?
I believe the damage count might be bigger here too.
So, as I'm pretty sure we don't got that much more in the stage to go, this is going to be interesting.
At least from what we are aware of, at least 13 cars are on the lead lap, maybe more, looking on from Asylum's point of view. But so far, good strategy from Suspect Camo.
Here we go again, Suspect Camo and Sammy Boy on the front row here. Going green this time by.
Here we go, green flag, back in the air.
More, your prisoners restart 2 side by side. Sammy Boy, is he gonna get inside there? No, the 18's gonna fill the spot. Maybe no, he's gonna let Sammy Boy in.
Yeah,
That's
here
a
just
big
calls.
run to Sammy on the backstretch.
Get a run here for
capitalize
second.
and take the lead.
Here they
Doesn't
go,
look
going
like
down
as they go
into
into
4. It will be 7 to go at the line here for stage 1.
7 to go. Little dirt racing in the back. Here they go into turn 3. They're all pushing. They're shoving. They all want stage points, and only one person's going to get the stage win.
Looking on right now from air, just calls in the 18, running in third. He's under fire. Here comes the 51 of Yoshi Racing. Going to the inside. We've seen how fast he's been this race. Using that
Yoshi
lower line
he
and
knows
the
he has
draft,
got
and he's got it. Yoshi Racing back up to the top 3. Now what we do here with the 31. That's the 23 now to the inside the 18. And he's got 4th. Nasformer up to 5th. 3 wide here towards the back end of this pack. 77 to 24 among them. 6 to go.
They come up, turn 4 feet. I mean, sorry, Sammy Boy is looking. He's punting. He knows he has to play the move right, but here comes Nasformer and Yoshi Racing, and here comes the Silence also with Cowboy all in that inside lane. Sammy Boy goes low to block Yoshi.
And this is only helping
Sammy
that 19.
Boy
You
run.
see the distance he has.
Comes Cowboy under the Nasformer. They're getting Russell's coming to 5 to go off the turn.
Yeah, this is what the 19 needs to see as he exits 4. He has a little bit of leadway over the 31. The 51 trying to find something that can help him get by this 31. As we got a lot of dirt being riled up towards the back end of the pack. The 7 was under the white line for a moment. And we have 1 car in the wall hard in turn 2. And the 3 car had a very bad turn 2.
Oh, big block by Sammy into turn 3. Sammy's trying to keep his track moving. He knows his best way of strategy is field him right now. He's letting the 19 go, but right now, big block by the 31.
We're at 4 to go. Suspect Camo. Looking to get those 10 stage points with a good strategy call. As contact with the 6 and the 16. Now 51 with the opportunity to get below the 31. Patience is starting to get tested here. It's the 31 going away at the racetrack. Into the wall he goes!
In the wall! Sammy in the wall!
Well, and we got another car crashing beneath the white line.
Six Trippy's in the wall! Oh my goodness!
And someone's getting sent to Netherland.
Calamity here.
And that might end the stage. And if it does, well, they call for suspect Camo.
I'm not sure what happened there. I don't know if Sammy cut a tire and went straight to the wall, or he just went into the wall there. I'm not sure what happened going
to
turn 3
there. It is confirmed the 19 has won stage 1. They were with 2 to go here in that stage when the yellow flew out. So suspect Camo, good call. He's the stage 1 winner. Yoshi Racing in 2nd, Cowboys in 3rd. How about Slideways? Shout out to him. He was the guy that had a problem entering in pit road during green flag pit stops, and he still got 5th. Well,
go in the start of stage 2.
Act 1's over. Act 2 underway. Green flag back in the air here in Texas.
So that if I am right now, if I shoot them up ammo, I'm probably going to let them pass. I've gotten my stage points. I know I can't compete with Yoshi. I know I can't compete with Asylum. These guys are going to pretty much destroy me. I want to save these tires. I'm not going to fight them. I want to save these tires for late in the run so then we can tackle. Right now, Asylum's back to 2nd. He wants the lead. He doesn't want to stay in 2nd.
Yeah, Asylum's right now looking like he is the fastest car on the track, but this 19 car with the track position, this will be a little bit difficult for the 16 to make the pass, as he might have an opening here. 19 ran a little bit too high. And the 19's going to go back down to defend. As we got a little bit of contact here with 4th place. Yoshi Racing got shoved. And he's going to get back here, hopefully in line. He's going to lose a lot of spots.
Yoshi's not going to like that.
Wonder what happened there with the 51. As here they go, entering the backstretch right now. Shout out to that 43. I mentioned it earlier. He had a bad pit road entry. He had to go around again for another lap to get access to pit road. And he's right now hanging on in the top 5 despite the chaos that's going on behind him. As caution's back out.
Gosh, it's back. I'm trying to see what happened there. I'm not really sure. I'm seeing maybe something to do with Ryback because he's very
Yeah, the
far
55
back.
of
That's like the only
Insolvable
person I can
with a
see.
lot of damage exiting turn 4. Trying to see if he was the only car involved here. Looks like the 10 of Georgia Dog also involved in this one.
Which it's a replay. That would be so cool. That would be great. Yeah, it's replay.
Yeah, NASCAR Heat 5. You guys kind of missed that opportunity. Got a brief update here regarding the 4. We mentioned he had a lot of lag early on in the race. He has DNF'd. He is out of the race. As here we go. First restart here for Stage 2 for Incident. The 19 of Camo and the 16 of Asylums. To the line they go. We're back green.
Oh, I thought I was missing a car there. I don't know why I thought I was.
And look who is up here. Mr. Dane Goldberry making his appearance. Running in second place right now. We're going to try and go on board here with him just for a quick moment before something happens.
Hey, we expected something from these Fords right now. They didn't really have that great showing in Daytona. Couldn't get the execution right. He's up here now to show, hey, we can get it done even on these mile halves right now. Now he's gunning for the lead, trying to do everything, but that 19, he's making it 3 wide. He's making that bumper 3 lanes thick, and I'm loving what I'm seeing from that 19. Lead early and lead these laps. Gain the respect of the competitors behind you by leading at Texas right now.
Yeah, right now all this 2 car is hoping for is just a little slip from the 19. But the 2 cannot slip up because he has slideways right behind him and the 16 of Asylums. Got 1 car way above the low line. Looks like that's the 7 of Yeti. He's trying to find a way back down. Slideways has an issue here. He's off the bottom line. And that's going to give Asylums third. We'll see if this 43 can minimize the damage. And unfortunately, it looks like he's going to lose a lot more than just that 1 spot. The 50 car looking for 4th, and Air Just Calls looking to get back in the top 5 here.
Hey, I'm looking through the field, and Yoshi deep in the pack. He's not happy. I don't think he's like right now. He's saying me 12th, 13th. He was battling for the stage win at the earlier stage. Right now, he's deep in the field, not like what he sees. I guarantee it. As the 6 goes for the lead, 16, sorry, goes
yeah,
for the
the
lead.
19.
It takes the 19.
That wasn't what he wanted to see, and this is where the 19 might begin to lose daylight of the lead. That low line has been getting very occupied. But how about this? Dane Goldberry currently out in front. He started all the way in the back. Started dead last in 30th. Right now, so shout out to Dane for making that worst to first challenge possible here in Texas. As the 18 side by side with the 43. This is for 5th. And it looks like the 18 is going to get by, and now the 23 is going to take advantage.
As we go into stage number 2, who is your biggest surprise going into stage 2?
My biggest surprise, I mean, I don't want to say ding, but I'm going to go on ahead and say the 50 car. He's been up here all race. He's been consistent. I haven't seen a lot of mistakes from him. He's currently up here running in that 4th spot right now. He's got good pace. I like what I'm seeing from this 50 car right now as they are going into turn 2. A couple cars just above that bottom line. Who are you most impressed with right now, besides the 50?
You took that man from me. You took it from me early, and let me look around here. I'm going to say the 23 here of Rod Wave Baz. I'm sorry with names. I'm not great at reading people.
Rod Wave.
I haven't seen him much in the all these things that they told him. This might be his first race today, and he is surprising me. Currently inside the top 10. He's been a factor all day long, and that car has been sorry, that was a big wreck off the back.
Yeah, the 23, he started 6th this race. He currently runs 6th. He was the top open team car to make the field, so he's got a lot to prove, and he so far has a lot to back his claim up. As the 50 car and the 19 side by side right now for third. And the 23 looking to get by his Toyota colleague here for fifth.
Right, as I'm seeing it right now, the 50, we're going to go back to him. He has been phenomenal. I told you what he should have been doing, and this is what he's doing. He's not making the moves. He's literally letting everyone else in front of him make the move for him, not make a mistake. This is how you get respect in that garage. You don't make mistakes. You just let everything come to you. He hasn't been that aggressive all race long, and he has in the third position. Great show for him. Hopefully he can bring it home in the top 3. As the Silence goes to the lead and takes it from the 2.
Yeah, looking on throughout the field. Ding trying to hang on, trying to hopefully find an opening back down to the bottom, but unfortunately it's going to require him to lose a spot in the top 3. The 50 car right on the bumper of the 16, and Suspect Camo not giving them any other inches either.
Wait a minute, Camo to the lead! Camo trying to get the lead!
Yeah, the 50 car with a good run. Side by side here, going into 4. Silence trying to hang on. Gonna try and get back.
It's gonna be a battle off the line. Who's gonna lead this lap?
And the Silence beats him to the line.
They go in turn 1. Silence is riding it hard. He goes up. Is that enough room for the 50 to make it clear? No. Still a side-by-side battle for the lead. The 19 and the 2, they're pushing hard. But here comes the 50 to the point here in the turn number 3. But Casey sends it in deep, trying to defend, but it's not gonna work. Here comes the 55 to the lead lap.
Yeah, good run by the 50 so far, as mentioned earlier many times. As Suspect Camo, he wants more than just that stage 1 win. He wants more stage points here in this stage. So far, currently able to hang on to that top 3 spot, currently side by side with the Silence for second. And you notice that there are many more cars still in this pack. It is a lot harder for these guys to lose the draft here. As the 50 car on the outside right now, the 19 trying to take the top spot away. Going into 2, 19 with a good entrance. Trying to clear now, and he does. Suspect Camo in front, and here comes the 23 of Rod Wave.
It just seems like a lead change after a lead change after a lead change. These guys are getting aggressive, and I'm liking it. These guys were trying to figure who has the better car, and guess what I'm seeing?
Oh, car in the grass here on the front stretch, sets a 12. He saves it, no accident.
Like they stay green, though.
If there's one thing that you can associate the 12 with this season, it has been the grass. Fortunately, this time it doesn't result in him losing many spots at the finish. Going back up towards the front.
He's on the line.
A little bit of action here behind the top 3. As looks like a Silence has an issue here. He is way off pace. I don't know if he hit the wall or not here at SM4, but he lost so much time. Hopefully it's nothing big.
That might be huge for the other competitors, though.
Yeah, he's not even in this first group right now. He's the first car out of it. Yeah, very near for the 16.
The second, here he comes. Wildcat last week's winner, trying to go right back to where he wants to lead some more laps, and he's looking for a stage 2 victory. Can we see a repeat from Lyle? Can we see another repeat from Lyle Chat today?
I wouldn't count it out. I mean, Lyle Chat started 4th on this race, so he's got good lap time. So he's got a car beneath the white line here in 4. That's the 24. Once again, being the first car to pit. A car in the grass. Rye Bread was able to recover. So this is where we're starting to see these cars slip into the grass here on the front stretch. You mentioned it early on. These cars exiting turn 4 is very evil. And the 24 hitting very early, not wanting to take a part in this.
Again, people, the best way I would say to counteract that loose turn is to try your best to, before you come off a turn 4, go straight. Go straight. That's the best way I can tell people to race. As Lyle Chad goes into turn 1 looking for the lead, he's seen it before and he's seen what it can give him, and he's looking for another checkered flag.
Right now, the 19 just trying to hang on, and he luckily gets back down. Something not a lot of people have been able to do successfully. As the 31 looks like he was on the outside. As we got contact! One car in the grass! Oh, and I think that might be a wreck. Maybe trying to go back and see. Looks like no one wrecked, but my goodness, that could have been disastrous. The 31 of Sammy, he was one of those guys caught up in there. And somehow no one spins.
My picks haven't been working. I don't know what's going on, but they just ain't hitting today. As Lyle Chat leads again at Texas.
Gonna go on ahead, shift to the 18's point of view here, running in 6, having a quiet stage 2 right now, but that's what you need to have in order to get these stage points. Pit stops coming up very soon.
We got a couple cars hitting. We got the 9.
Yeah, Adam.
The 31.
The 31 to 16
as well on the 16. They're all pitting this time by. Oh, Sammy actually spins going into pit road. That's going to cost him so much time going out of pit road there.
Yeah, the guy who we talked about, he had major tactics with fuel strategy. Not working out right now with him entering pit road. Because here we go, 6 car entering in. The 66 follows.
And now we're playing a game of chicken. Now we're playing a game of chicken. Who is going to pit first? Who is going to get that advantage? And hopefully, when you pit, you don't get a caution. That is the game of chicken, and I hate it so much because I don't like to play it.
Good entries by the 6 and the 66. The 6 did hit the wall just slightly, but it helped him secure a good entry into pit road. And it looks like none of these front runners are going to pit this time. So far, a few pit issues. Slideways had an issue during the first round, but fortunately he got saved by the caution. You just mentioned the 31 spun entering pit road. He almost had an issue in the first stage with the 9. He had a very slow pit entry as there's the 31 trying to enter back onto the track. And he's around again! Oh,
Not
he's going to go right back on track.
The best day for the 31.
Luckily, no one's there. Tough luck for that 31.
I wouldn't be in the party to hear that radio, people. That is a mad radio. As we still have cars outside that have not pitted yet. That's the lead pack. Majority of them have not pitted yet.
Oh, here we go. I think the 8 car, is he going to pit? Yes, he is. RHRL pitting this time. Going to look on from his point of view. Looks like the 44 is behind him. Stiff for the biff. 8 car wrecks! The 8 of RHRL with issues entering pit road.
You hate to see it.
This is where more cars are going to pit. Here comes the 19.
And then the pit road, I think he's the only one coming.
55 of Insolvable looks like he's pitting this time. And the 19, the pros of pitting by yourself, you get a good pit entry. Looking on right now, Lyle, the first car in this lead group. Here comes the 2. Here comes the 99. Actually, correction, my apologies, that's Slideways. They have very similar paint schemes.
And here comes the 51
and we have a wreck.
Well.
I think Slideways made a mistake.
Oh, does
and
that bring out a
caution is out.
Oh my goodness. That changes everything.
I don't know if that was the 43 or the 51, but one of them hit the interior wall in turn 4, and it went back up in front of the cars pitting. There is a lot of front-end damage on this 43.
Well, the game of chicken won, and the people that stayed out the longest, they got lucky, and they can pit without worrying about going a lap down.
Yeah, we're
We're
being
going to at least
told
have
the
at least, I would say, half the
99,
field.
the 18, and the 50 were the top 3 at the time of caution. Looking on with the second place car. The 23 and the 3 round out the top 5. There you see, now the lineup has changed. The 16 was also one of those guys that did not pit. So here we go, we're back to green. Familiar sight. The 19 leading after a caution during green flag pit stops. But he's got some new faces with him. The 55 was on his outside, and he is already fading.
Bad restart for the 55, but here comes Lyle looking for right where he left off. He didn't pit, but the 19 pits didn't stay out. But right now, Lyle looking for that lead back. But here comes the 50 and the 23 looking right behind him. Right now, you have people on the lead lap and a lap down. They're hungry. They want to get in front. They want to get the lap back. That's going to be the best part about the final segment here in stage number 2.
We have 15 to go right now. The 19 leading the way here. Trying to look on here towards the mid portion of this pack. You see the 9, the 11 side by side. They have a little bit of contact. Now looking on with the 66. He has the 51 and the 6 up ahead side by side. Good recovery for the 51. 24 of Ron Man, who had such a good Daytona entry. 55 had a moment too.
That's the 55. Sorry, my bad. 55.
Yeah, the 55 went up the racetrack, and the 18 had to slow down entirely. No caution still from it. Trying to go and find the 24 here. There he is. He is still in this group. We have 13 to go as the 18, he is still falling. I don't know if he got any damage from that. Doesn't look like a ton. Tough break for the 18. He was second at the moment of caution. As right now, Lyle Chat looking behind the 19, the 50 rounding out the top 3. Suspect Cambo looking for a max points day in terms of stages. Looking for those 20 bonus points. Rounding out the top 5, Nasformer in the 3, and Dingleberry in the 2, and the caution has come back out.
Caution's out. I don't see damage on anyone.
Yeti maybe had something? He's not in that front group?
We're not really sure, but I think that would bring us within maybe 6 to go of the restart when we come back here, people. Meaning this is going to be an even greater restart than the one before.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't look and see why the caution was called. Looking to see how many cars are on the lead lap. Half the field's a lap down. Trippy Trex was the lucky dog, by the way. He was in 14th. That says a lot about the competition. Some of the cars that are a lap down include the 9 of Adam, the 6 of Cowboys, and the 16 of Silence.
23's in the lead. He stayed out or something and took the lead from the 19.
They go down into turn 2 right now, entering the back stretch. Getting some help from the 50. Looking to clear the 19. As we are approaching the closing laps here in stage number 2. We have 8 to go here when they get to the line.
And to go this time by, look at who we see up front. We see the 23, the 50, last week's winner and stage 2 winner.
Here comes the 50.
Stage 2
to the inside. They're side by side for the lead now. Double wide, multiple rows deep. 50 just a couple hundreds away from clearing, and he does. 50 now in front, and the 23 with a bad turn 4 exit.
7 to go this time by. Right here, 7 to go. We are getting closer. Right now, the 50's leading. Oh, but the 51 made a mistake. That's going to give the top 3 some room. As here comes the 12, but it doesn't look like he has enough momentum as they go into turn 3 right now. Stacked up is the 50, the 99, and the 19. 1, 2, and 3, all looking for the stage win today.
Oh, close call there. We were 3 wide entering the front stretch with the 17, the 2, and the 23. They had a couple moments there. And look who is slowly creeping his way back towards this front group. The guy who just got his lap back to 66. He had to start all the way at the back here for this restart when he got his lap back. He somehow might be able to find a way back up into the top 5 and even top 3.
And then we have a new contender inside the top 5 of the number 12 here. He has found his way inside the top 5, looking for Russ Billis in 3rd. He has found his way up front and is coming to try to take stage number 2. Here comes the 19, looking for the lead. Coming to 5 to go, if I'm correct.
Yeah, looking on to see real quick. And it'll be 4 to go at the line.
4 to go at the line. Here comes Billis. He's looking for 2nd. Billis looking built for another. I can't speak right now. I am terrible at English, apparently. Right now, Lord Bill's looking for the lead as he might have a sniff. Oh, he does. He has it. No.
Man, aggressive blocking from the 19. The 18 had to figure out what he was going to do. He almost got bumped out of line by Slideways. It'll be 3 to go at the line.
Right now, Billis is not happy about that. Right now, the 19 knows he can complete the sweep of stages right here, but he has some hungry people behind him. Right now, the 12 looking for the lead. The 18, right now, they have come a 3-car breakaway.
There they go, entering 4. 19 being very defensive about that low line, entering 4. It will be 2 laps to go at the line. Will we have this stage finish under green? That's the main question right now, as the 19 is hoping to see that yellow. Single file up towards the front. Multiple key battles to watch right now. The stage win, the lucky dog battle currently up in the air. Again, last time I checked, only 14 cars were on the lead lap. It's 3 wide for 4th.
That's going to help out the 18 and the 12. That means right now 1 lap to go. This will end stage 2. Check.
Caution's out.
And that means he swept the stages.
Suspect Camo with a perfect start to this race. So we're trying to figure out what the caution was for.
We might have been 1 lap off. That might have been the stage end.
No. Trying to see here.
That might be the stage end.
Yeah, looks like it was the stage end. Very used to seeing those yellow flags come out. But Suspect Camo, good start for him. Entering today in terms of the point standings, he was in a very solid spot. He was 15th, so he was in a playoff spot. It'll be interesting to see how far he climbs up the standings with these 2-stage wins. Free pass, by the way, to Asylums. A lot of cars got the wave around last caution, so we had 20 cars on the lead lap. But Asylums will be guaranteed back on the lead lap, so at least 21 cars on the lead lap for this final stage.
As we go into turn 3, right, we turn 1 right now. I'm going to say stage 3. Right now, the 19 is looking dominant, and I'm liking what I'm seeing from Camo. Right now, he's camouflaged that lead to make it his own. But right now, his teammate of the 18 looking for it as well.
Looking on right now towards the back end of this top 5, Slideways in this 43. Not one of those cars visible. He had a bad end to the stage. He's at least towards the back end of this top 10. The 3 of Nasformer, very solid stage 2, rounding out this top 5. The 99 of Lylechat, after winning last week, 2 very strong stages. Not stage wins, but 2 very solid stages. As here they go, crossing the line right now. It's the 19, the 18, and the 12, the top three. Going into 2. Single file for all the top 10.
Not much double file race. I think they realize now they need to focus. They need to realize this is the last stage. Last stage right now. Look, I can't do the exact last how much we have left, but right now they know it's a time game. At this point in time, strategy comes into play. And again, I'm going to point out my dark horse, the number 31 of Sammy Boy. He is going to be a threat right now.
Yeah, we're going to go on ahead and go to his point of view real quick. There he is, currently trying to get under the 77 of Material Zero. Just trying to avoid the chaos, but the only problem for him is that there is a lot of cars ahead of him right now. He would have to have a miracle to somehow get back up there. But, then again, we've seen what he can do with pit strategies. Looking on right now with the
We've
17.
seen people come at the line out of gas here, so I mean, we don't know what's going to happen. Right now, it just seems like Toyota domination up front, though.
Yeah, here comes Lyle. He forced the 18 up. He didn't bump him out. The 18 didn't know if he was going to be clear or not. And that's going to cost him that second spot. As Lyle Chat now up to second. As he's looking all over the place for that lead. My goodness. Nasformer was able to follow suit and go up to third. Air Just Calls was lucky to get back down and salvage fourth. And then the 50 car rounding out the top 5.
But let's just take a moment. A strong start for the number 99 right there. He has, again, won Stage 2 at Daytona, won the race on the last lap pass, and is now looking for the lead here at Texas and has been up for all day long. He is a threat for the season. Mark my words, he might be a championship threat. I'm going out there. I'm reaching. But I think he might be a championship threat when it comes to today.
Yeah, 99 right now. He tried making a move. It doesn't work. That's going to cost him second and third. We'll see if he's able to get back down in front of the 50. 50 car denies. A little bit of contact there, but the 99, luckily enough, will not hit the wall as he will fade out of the top 5. We'll see where he lands in terms of getting back down to the bottom line. Right now on board with the 12 of Lord Billis. Billis has done a good job recovering after that near incident early on in this race. He got in the grass during one of the endings to the stages. I believe it was stage 1. He's right now running behind the 50. As someone hit the grass back there. I don't know if that was a wreck or not. Might have been the 55. There's a decent group of cars back here that's not even in this league pack. Led by the 31. On board with Asylums. He was the lucky dog at the end of the stage. Right now,
Is the
just trying
Bauman
to
in the
find his way
38
back up there.
go to pit road? Bauman in the 38 hitting pit road this time by.
Yeah, I don't know if that was due
Little
to
early.
a decent unique pit strategy, or if that's just because he has some damage he needs to repair. But right now, the 38 hoping for a caution right now to at least stay on the lead lap with those newer tires. And it looks like that's not going to work, as he will fall a lap down. Well, we got less than 50 to go right now. We actually got 49 to go right now on lap 119 of 167. He's right now looking on from Ding Goldberry. As the 3 car looking up on the outside line. Luckily gets back down. The 2's looking to get under the 50 here. And he's going to get there. He bumps him out of the way, and Ding is up to 4th.
I'm seeing something a little different here. I've been looking quietly. Like, I've been looking around the car. Oh, look, who that's the 9. That's not the 9. That's the 77. Hit the wall in the back. Stays. It looks like he's going to stay on the track, but I've been watching. And I'm seeing Sam. He's just holding back. He's been up front, but he's not kind of going forward. He's lost the main driver's back. He's slowing it. I think he's trying to feel safe. As I'm looking in front right now, but I'm not seeing many cars trying to push an issue. I think we're seeing some saving. We're seeing saving the tires, some gas. We're gonna, if you can listen, I think we can hear some people off the throttle a little bit more than we're supposed to be here. So I think we're hitting fuel saving mode, people.
Lap traffic just up ahead. I believe that is the 38, the 18 trying to get back down. A little hesitant at first, and he does, but the 50's gonna pay for it. He gets passed by the 43 of Slideways. And now he's just trying to recover as now the 12 car's to his inside. 12 car backs off, and the 50 gets a break. Because here they go. Double wide up here towards the front. Nasformer in the 3 on the outside. He's going to get passed by, guess who? The defending champ, Trippy Tricks. Running in P3. He has been quiet this race. Can the defending champion maybe pull something under his sleeve and get a win here tonight? Here they go, entering 4. 3 cars still on that outside line. The car up ahead of the leaders is the 8 of Rybread. Not having a good start to this stage so far. It looks like he has some damage.
It has been a tough day for him all day long. I thought he was going to be a contending threat. Right now, not having a good start day.
Oh, big block by the 19! Oh. That almost was a wreck between the 2 leaders. If I'm the 2 car, I'm wondering what in the world is he doing? As that could have been disastrous for everyone behind him. As now the 66 gets passed by the 43.
But right now, again, that's going to be a conversation we're going to see in the garage room. But right now, that 19 is trying to keep. He's led arguably the most laps of the race so far, completely dominating this third half right now. Probably almost the second half too. But right now, he is blocking like a nightmare, and I don't think many people are going to like that.
Oh my! Multiple cars in the grass here. Trying to see who that was. That was the 51 of Yoshi Racing. He gets back, exiting pit road. And a lot of time has been lost for that 51 car. I know you mentioned earlier he had to have been frustrated. I do not want to hear his radio right now.
19 goes wide, very wide, loses the lead to the 2. What happened there? He made it. He went very wide off the turn 3. I don't know what happened to the 19, but he just gave up the lead into turn 3.
Yeah, and Slideways now up to second. Oh, we got Big Stacker back here. They're 3-4 wide. And the 24 and the 3 had an issue exiting 2. No one wrecks. What in the world was going on there? They were 4 wide at one point.
I don't know. They're getting crazier and crazier. And guess what? The cars are getting spread out right now. You have like a 4-car breakaway of the 2, the 66, the 19, and the 50 are all just here now. Not really sure what happened to 19. Hopefully he can keep it going. It looks like he's got back up to speed. But guess who is surely coming right back up? And that is the 9 of Adam Ischio. He is cut back into 5th. He was a prevalent early in the race, and he disappeared in stage 2. He's now back in stage 3.
Looking on with the 19, a suspect running in 4th. The car right behind him. This 5-car pack, they got it. You know, get something going here. They could try and maybe isolate themselves from the rest of the field if everything goes green the rest of the way. Although, based on what we've seen so far, it seems like we cannot get a good long green flag run in after around the green flag pit stops.
Which, if I'm not wrong, we were probably about 5 or so laps away from getting those things, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, the fuel window was estimated to be around 31 laps, according to the race info, as Slideways currently on that outside for the lead against the 2. No one is with him. The 66 is still down on the bottom.
66 looking for the lead. He hasn't led all season. Even though he's only the second race in, he hasn't led a lap yet. Defending series champion, looking a little strong here as he tries to take the lead off for turn 4. Doesn't have the room, but he's getting there. This is trippy stuff. He doesn't like to do a show in stage 1 and 2, but if he needs to, he'll come alive in stage 3. And right now, that is what's happening. But right now, I'm looking behind them, and I'm seeing a big pack of cars just kind of getting organized. If that pack can get organized and start to hunt, they are going to have a field day when it comes to that five-car pack.
We currently have less than 40 to go right now. Everyone projected to pit within the next 8 laps. What I'm seeing here, the 16 on his screen currently, with about 6 or 7 laps of fuel. So expect everyone to come by here very shortly. And right now, looking at this front group, looks like none of them are going to pit this time.
When do you want to pit? When do you want to control your destiny here?
I would want to pit when you have no one else behind you. I mean, the 19 did that last time, and it worked perfectly for him. I think he's got something working out for him right now with these pit stops.
But I agree with you there, but I also want people with me, so if when I get out, I can draft, and I can probably get a couple more this and that way, but it's such a gamble because you never know when someone's going to wreck, and someone might hit you in the rear to make you speed or give you some type of damage that's going to cost you even more time on the track. But right now, it just seems like top 3 have made a breakaway, but the pack is forming behind them. Of the 50, the 9, and the 18 are slowly gaining back. As we have Cowboy of the 6 on pit road.
Yeah, Cowboys has not had the race that he was looking for. The outside pole sitter, he was a lap down during the end of stage 2. I believe he should be on the lead lap. If not, that would be a tough break.
The 9 hit pit road.
9 car hoping for a better entry. He had a bad entry during the first round earlier in the race. He was very slow, just taking it cautiously, but it did cause the 43 to have a bad entry. So here we go, looking on right now with this front group. Looking on with the 50. It looks like one car behind him is pitting, and that is the 18 of Air Just Cause. And look at this group right here, the 3, the 44, the 11, the 51. There's 3 wide entering pit road. That's not something you want to do.
That doesn't work that well. Ooh,
and
careful,
they enter
people.
in clean.
You don't see that often. You don't see that often here. Clean entrance with 3 wide.
Here we go, the leaders are pitting.
Here, but
Everyone on that front group, except for the 50, is pitting.
I mean, you're talking about everyone. Here comes the 12, the 20. Everyone is pitting on this green flag stop right here.
Here we go, and it looks like they're going to enter in clean. A lot of cars behind them as well. No mistakes. Good job with that main group executing. But now we're going to go on board with the 50. He should be pitting this time, and he is.
Smart move right there. He saw how many people pit, and he said, I'm good. I'll wait a minute. I'll hold my tea for a second. I ain't coming down with that many people. I don't trust y'all. Yeah,
he's taking a good play out of the 19th playbook from the early portion of this race, and it looks like it's going to pay off for him. Hopefully, when he exits pit road, he will still be in that lead pack, if not possibly even ahead of them with newer tires. Looking on from the
as that main pack is starting to leave. Look, it's like the 2 had a great pit stop, but 66 had a good pit stop, but the 9 got out in front right there, if I'm not wrong. 23 might be the leader when it comes all back to green.
Yeah, we're going to look on board with him. Let's see where the 50 rounds out. If this 50 car can get good track position when he exits, this could be something to watch. There he is. He's going to get passed. Not even close. And the 9 car is going to yank himself by the 23 for the lead. Good pass there from the 9. He might have to change his gamer tag if he wins this race.
He just might.
Looking on right now from Slideways. Got this group single file. This is one thing you have to do if you want to catch up to those leaders. You got the numbers in your advantage. Now you gotta put it to good use, as looks like that is the 8 car exiting pit road. They're all stacking up. You cannot be doing this right now. Right now, the 9, Adam is slow, up in front. And he's already made himself a nice gap over the 23. Like, he has pulled away on his own. Very impressive so far from this 9 car. Trying to see where he was entering today's race. I don't even think he was even in the points. Yeah, he did not even do Daytona, so this will be a huge turnaround for this 9 car if he wins tonight. As here he goes, entering turn 2. And now looking on from the defending champion's point of view, 66 of Triple Trips.
A nice race for Trippy right now. He's consistent. This is his game. This is out of his playbook. He's working smart and working efficiently. That's what you need from a champion.
That's the 23 into the wall. Something's going on with this 23. He's off the pace. He might have
indeed.
took 2 tires on that last stop. There's no other reason why he's going that slow. I don't know. Maybe if he took 4 a lot earlier than the rest of the field, but he is not keeping up with this field. Hopefully he can stay in this draft, as he's got the 3 car coming up behind him.
Did the 3 have a problem on pit road? Did the 9 have a problem on pit road? Because he was in the main pack.
No, the 9 car is the leader right now.
Oh, okay.
He has been pulling away. Like, he pulled away from the 23 when he got by him. He has got a good ways of flexibility with him.
Right, that might show the speed of the 9. He said, I'm out of here when he got in front. He wants to be nothing with this group of drivers. And right now, Lyle team doesn't have the answer. Maybe someone behind them, but they need to get past him.
The 38 Bombman exiting pit road. That might slow down this pack. We'll see. Good start right now for this 9, as we have less than 25 to go. We'll be getting to lap 145 this time. So 23 to go. Adam is slow, up in front. He did not do Daytona. But he is looking to grab a win here in his first start this season.
Right now, I'm seeing this. Lyle cannot keep up with that 9 car. Right now, Lyle needs to let someone else lead this pack, because right now, that 9 is going into victory land.
Yeah, this is what the 9 wants to do. He wants to see them side by side behind him. That's just going to slow that big group down. Now, the question is, when we're looking at these guys, who has to make it? Someone can make it. Could this be a calling card for someone like him? I think that's a question that will have to be answered here at some point. As right now, this 9 car doesn't have any draft. That's not going to help him save any fuel at all. All he can do is work with his gears and hopefully conserve a little bit of fuel.
Yes, indeed, the draft is pretty much the best way to save fuel, and guess who's in the main tag and is slowly working his way forward? The pole leader of Asylum has finally found his way up to the front here, right now battling the 6 of Cowboy.
Yeah, 66, the bad injury, the third place car, was able to get back down. Asylums, he is looking to make a rally. As he is now to the inside. Looks like maybe that's the 38. Yes, it is. He is not on the lead lap. Right now, the 2 car. He's going all the way down. Looks like he's pitting.
Pitting? What the?
A good strategy here. You're trying to pit first.
This is an interesting strategy, and it worked.
And they all enter clean. 3 car also.
Wait a minute. Hold on a minute. I'm watching the 16 of Asylums. He let Bauman pass. What's going on here? Bauman hasn't been that fast all day long. Asylums.
Well, the 38.
He might be.
The 38 was one of the last cars to pit in that last round, so he's got the newest tires. So maybe he's looking to maybe steal some of that draft from the 38 and catch up to the 9.
Maybe, but right now, the 9 is in cruise control. I'm loving what I'm seeing. Can he be the second person to win this season? We're under 20 to go.
Right now we're on lap 150 of 167. From what we've seen, looks like everyone's got to make one more pit stop. Starting 18, Air just called in the top 5. Right now in 4th, running behind the 6th of Cowboys. The 2 guys who started in the front row, they may not have been up in the front for a good portion of this race, but they're going to be up there at the very end of it. As slideways, you see him there exiting pit road.
And Bauman is actually pulling away from that main pack and is closing in on the 9. So I think the fresh tires is making a big difference. But right now, I think that group is slowly catching him, but not enough. They need to pit. They need to out-pit the 9 and aggressively. Because right now, tires is pretty much everything.
In the draft of the 21 and the 19. Actually, my apologies, the 55. The 55 and the 21, they have the 9 car in their draft, so the 9
6 coming to pit road this time. 6 coming to pit road. That's what I'm talking about. The 6 knew he needed to pit before the 9 to get that track position, to use that fresh rubber, as you would say. But right now, the 9's also getting held up by those 2 lap cars right now.
Yeah, Snoop Doggy in the 21. Currently one of those cars right now. He's side by side with the 9. They hit a little bit there down the backstretch. Looking on from Asylums, this is what he wants to see. He's actually pulled away from the group behind him. Currently the gap just around a second and a half. Laps winding down fast.
You know what he's saying right now? The 9 is saying, please no caution. Please no caution. Please keep it straight. Please. Please, I don't want to see caution because he's so far out to this lead right now.
Slideways getting by the 16. That might slow the 16 down a bit. We'll see if the 16 car tries to stay in his draft. Air just calls. You see him there slowly in the picture in 3rd. He's got the 8 behind him. I don't think the 8 is on the lead lap, though.
I don't think so either, but right now the 10's on pit road. Pit stops are happening as we are talking. The question is, when does the 9 pit, or does the 9 even need to pit?
Yeah, I didn't see when the 9 pitted last. I would assume he was one of the early takers. But right now it's helping him knowing that he's got people to draft with.
But he's not using the draft. He's just passing. He's not really wanting to work with them. And the line keeps winding down. Sammy the pit road this time by.
Yeah, the master strategist not gambling this time.
Cowboys out of pit road. He's racing now.
And,
the
if I'm the 9 car, I would actually be worried because you got all those cars behind you. Some of them may be faster than you with those newer tires. As you see it there, the 43 who got by the 16 not that long ago, now on the outside.
Again, the question, we're seeing the value of tires because the 43 was way back there and is currently challenging as the 77 goes a little bit wide there. The question is, when do you hit the 9 is seeing these tires fly by him. The 13 is seeing these tires fly by him. Right now, the question is, when do they it's the chess match between these two right now. Who's pitting first? Who is pitting first? And I want Asylum to be that man. As the 9,
there he is.
That's the 9 to pit road.
Now he's just gotta have a clean entry. Oh man, and he does.
That leads Asylum's back to the point.
He didn't get a clean entry. The 9 did not get in cleanly. The 9 botched the pit entry.
That is terrifying.
Heartbreaking for the 9 at the most critical moment of the race, and he botches it.
As he comes to pit road this time by trying again, Asylum has to be perfect. He has to be perfect here. But he stays on the track again. How many laps does the 9? Does the 16 stay on the lead lap?
And don't look now, but if Asylum's messing up, the 18 is in the catbird seat. It is these two right now, the 16 and the 18. Those are the top two. Third place is over 10 seconds back.
And I believe we're inside 15 to go now, so this is where the magic is going to happen. Asylum's a threat last week. Really couldn't get anything done. This week, he wants to get the win. He wants to start right where he leaves off, winning and winning and winning. And right now, he puts himself in the best position.
18 pitting this time.
18 this time.
It'll be 6 to
I'm
go
not
on the
liking
line.
the strategy call
The
right now.
16 has to pit still, but the 18 is pitting first. Clean entry for the 18. That's what you have to have happen if you want to win this race.
Right now, Asylum, I'm not a big fan of this move. I need you to pit, buddy. If you're hearing me as a spotter, I need you to
there
pit.
he is.
There we go. He's listening to me. He's listening. Because it was too dangerous to let the 18 pit and you not to pit. Now the question is, who becomes the leader after Asylum pits?
Asylum's gonna have a very clean entry. The 19 was second place at the time. He's not gonna pit this time. He should be the new leader. It'll be 5 to go at the line for Camo.
5 to go?
Yep, 5 to go right now for Camo.
I think he pitted early, so I think he might be good. I think Camo can make it.
Yeah, he's going
so
off
no
pace.
one's near him.
He might be saving some fuel here. There'll be 4 to go at the line. He doesn't hit here. You can tell he is off the throttle.
Here comes the
Asylum's
51
is
of
out.
Yoshi. Is Yoshi on the lead lap here?
I don't think he is. But this 19, he is going off the pace. He is just trying every tooth and nail to make it.
And this is what the strategy is. He is trying everything. Here comes the 9 to get his lap back, but the 19 is trying everything. He won stage 1. He won stage 2. 4 to go. This time right here.
No, it should
And
be
he
3 to go
wants
for Camo.
3 to go. Me and math and English aren't working today, people. But he's letting people pass him like crazy. The 2, I definitely know, was in that lead pack, and the 2 has to be a challenger at this point.
The second place car is the 17. Third place is
The 17?
Keep an eye on the 17 and the 15. The 19 is just a couple laps away from having what is a perfect race. 2 to go. And the 19, all he has to do is make it on gas.
He has about half the racetrack.
50 car has an issue. He will not make it. Asylum is up to 3rd. He is catching up to the 17. When they get to the line, it'll be the last lap for the 19 as he's on the
I think he's
line.
out. The 19's out. The 19 has to. He's very slow. 19 has to be out of gas. He's very slow.
He's gonna muscle it. White flag in the air here in Texas. He's got the 12 car.
He's out. He has to be out. He's very
Keep
slow
an eye
in
on the
turn
16.
3, turn 1 and 2.
Asylums is up to second. It is a race
On the
between these
backstretch.
two. A half a lap to go. Camo in the 4. He's trying to let everyone go behind him.
The 19.
Oh, he's gonna get hit from the 11, his teammate.
Is
What
that
a race.
legal?
He wins stage 1. He wins stage 2. And he's gonna slowly coast it across the line to win here in Texas.
A perfect race for Camo. He camouflaged the 9 and made it a 1. Congratulations. The first clean sweep of the season goes to Camo in the 19.
Going to the line in second, it looks like Asylums is going to take it. Air Just Calls rounding out the top 3. Steel Nipples in 4th and Cowboys in 5th. Wild Chat, Trippy Tricks, Naz Former, Yoshi Racing, and Adam is Slow rounding out the top 10. What a race on fuel mileage for Suspect Camo.
A dominant fuel mileage win. How many times do you say dominant in a fuel mileage win? I don't think I've ever said that. A dominant car won stage 1, won stage 2, came back and won the freaking race on a fuel mileage. You don't see that every day.
We're going to try and get him in here real quick for our interview.
I can get Asylums.
This winning moment presented by Dubby. Use code SPEEDSTER, SPDSTER, on the Dubby website to save 10% off on your first purchase. Suspect Camo entered this race just above the cut line, 15th in points. And now he won't have to worry about that anymore. He has a playoff spot in his hands. Slide waves the fastest lap of this race. We're going to try and get him in here real quick. There he is. Suspect Camo, the winner tonight. Make sure your audio is included. Alright, we're going to assume that he has it included. Suspect, I don't know what other way I could describe your race other than perfection. Tell us how you were feeling with your strategy there at the end of the race.
That strategy was, I didn't want to do it at the beginning because I was full gas out racing everybody for it. You saw up front we were 3 wide for the lead at some points. It got dicey, and I knew the fuel strategy was there. I just didn't know if anyone was gonna do it. As soon as I heard somebody mention it, I just said do it. If someone's gonna do it, I might as well do it. Which I'm glad I was the one that did it, because you can't say I didn't earn that win. Honestly, shocked I was a front runner tonight, winning the stages, but that was a very intense race. A lot of clean battling between some rough racing between others, but I think overall that was a very fun race.
So you entered in this race 15th in points, so you were just about the cut line. Now you have the win, so now you are definitely in the playoffs. So looking forward, the next race is Michigan. How confident are you in potentially going back-to-back?
Not with Michigan. 2 super speedways in 3 weeks. Oh boy. You can echo Michigan a super speedway, because what else is it going to be in these cars? It's so draft and aero heavy. There's going to be a lot of tempers, I'd imagine. If you saw people getting moved up here in Texas, wait till we go down to Michigan where people dive bomb everything. But yeah, not positive in Michigan, but I don't gotta worry about it because I know I'm in. So I just gotta work on getting some playoff points for the entirety of the regular season now.
Alrighty. Well, do you have anyone you want to give a special shout out to before we go on to the guy who finished in second tonight?
the guys that helped me throughout that race and worked with me. Asylums was one. Big shout out to Sammy. He did not get a good finish on him, but he worked with me perfectly. He almost probably sacrificed this race for me, so he's got an ally for me there. Good finish on the air. The team owner. I'm probably missing some people, but they worked well with me throughout that race. I have to go back and look at their names, but yeah.
All right, well, there you guys have it. That's the winner of this race, Suspect Camo. Basically, you couldn't have had that race any better. He swept the stages, and he wins the race. Congrats, Suspect, on your victory.
Thank you. Also, you just call me Camo.
Oh, okay. Well, there you guys have it. There was Camo. Now we're going to interview the guy who finished in second place. He had a terrific rally. He was in 21st, I believe, at the end of stage 2. He got the lucky dog, and he ends up finishing in second place. We're talking with the pole sitter tonight, Asylums. Make sure your audio is included.
Howdy, howdy.
Well, you finished one spot short, but considering where you were, I think this was a very nice ending to your race tonight. Tell us about it.
Yeah, stage 1, we showed a lot of speed. We are around. Stage 2, ended up getting a lap down. There's a accident during pit stops that people got trapped to lap down and whatnot. We also got trapped to lap down in stage 1 for the same reason. One of them. And then, when we got to the third stage, it was just about trying to rebound, and we were back there. 21st, tail end of the whole field, Lots of ground to make up. We battled back within the top 10. Coming to the final pit stop, I decided, my only shot's going to be to run long and take no tires. And, I'm pretty happy that it worked out for me, and I ended up getting second.
Indeed. Entering tonight, if I'm not mistaken, you were 9th in points, so you had a very good start to the season. Does this finish and your spot in the standings change anything moving forward, looking at Michigan and the first road course that's coming up in a couple weeks?
Hope to do good at Michigan, because I ain't going to do diddly squat at the road course more likely, because we ain't the best of those, but if I had to think, I probably could get back half top 10 at the road course, hopefully. It's going to be try to do our best at Michigan. Man, really wanted to win this one, though. Finished second here last season as well, in a side-by-side finish at the line, but that was with, I'd say, about 10, 12 less cars. As a owner standpoint of the league, I am very happy with tonight's race. Not as many people were angry, so that's always great to see, and I'm very happy with how it turned out, besides a couple incidents that I did not like seeing.
Well, do you want to give any special shout-outs to anyone before we go on to hopefully our third place finisher?
Shout out to my teammates, Ride Red, Nasswarmer, Sammy. You guys did good tonight. You all had speed. I saw y'all up there a lot. I know a couple of y'all didn't get the finishes you wanted. Luck will turn around for y'all. I promise. Of course, shout out to you guys for broadcasting. It's awesome having broadcast back here since 2-3 seasons ago. I love seeing that. I love how the league has blossomed back into what it used to be after a year and a half of, decent numbers, decent stuff, but, I actually feel like it's how it was in the beginning again with all the numbers and, of course, broadcast and whatnot. So, again, I thank you guys for coming on for this season pretty much last minute.
No problem. We're going to wait and hopefully get our third place finisher in here, and we're also going to try and catch up with the 9 car who finished in 10th. Looks like Air is not wanting to get his interview.
I'll invite him. He probably doesn't recognize the gamer tag.
Yeah, I kind of want to see perspective swap here, because he interviews me sometimes.
He should. He should recognize the gamer tag. You guys, come over there. What's he doing? Oh, he was in the summer shout with me, that's why. He should be joining now.
Alright. Well, 9 car, make sure your audio is included. We're going to interview you first. I'm going to assume it is. So, Adam, you had a great run. You were up in the front towards the very end of the race, and then pit strategies came around. What was your mindset there at the very end of the race?
I mean, my race went good. I got screwed on both the cautions on both pits, went a lap down each time. fought my way up, and then the last pit cycle, for some reason, it didn't like trip me into pit road. Like I was fully under the commitment line. I was all the way under all 4 tires, and it just did not trip me. So I don't know. I basically had to pit twice there at the end. I was gonna take 2, and I was probably gonna filter based on what I see from Casey. I was gonna finish around 3rd. So it's kind of annoying that that's how it happened, especially since I did everything right. But other than that, it was great. I don't know. Texas race is pretty weird. You can't really do much about it. It's just bully racing or patience. It's either or. And some people race patiently, and some people race like they want to bully each other. So you kind of just gotta find the thin line on when you should do that, when you shouldn't.
Yeah, on my stream, it looked like you did have a good enough entry to be in pit road. I don't know why it didn't let you in. But you were able to salvage a top 10 out of it. That's definitely not the worst case scenario. So thinking about next week for you at Michigan, do you feel any confident about that one?
Michigan's pretty much anybody's race. Like you obviously have like the good guys are gonna find their way to the front no matter what track. So I mean, I feel pretty good there. It's just a matter of can you get lucky and can you find the right lanes at the right time there, and hopefully I'll be good enough to give it a.
All right. Well, before we proceed to our third place finisher, do you want to give any special shout outs before we go on to him?
Yeah, I just want to shout out Casey and the RHRL admins. So Toasted, Alex, I think I'm missing one, but I can't remember his name. Yeah, I just want to thank them, for putting on a good race and a good server. Yeah.
All right. Well, there you guys heard it from the 9. Good finish tonight. Wasn't what he was anticipating, but he does come home with a top 10. Congrats on the good finish for you. And now we're going to proceed to our third place finisher in the number 18. Air just calls a solid run all night, and he ends up in a podium spot. Air, make sure your audio's included, my man.
Oh yeah, reverse scenario here.
I was waiting for the very day that our perspectives would swap. So you had a very good race overall. I mean, based on what I've seen from you, you were able to stay up in the front for a good portion of the race, and you walked away with a good podium finish. Tell us about it.
It was a really good run. We caught a break in stage 1 with that caution. When we were in the pit box and we were still on the lead lap, so we were able to stay out. Even though we finished 8th in the stage, we got 3rd in stage 2. We finished 3rd in the race. I mean, it was a really great run. We had a really good car. It was just all about trying to hold the bottom line today and try to manage the checkups to where the people behind you won't get advantage if you check up, but also you won't screw the guy in front of you. So, but otherwise, it was a really good day. Air Sportive Motors, 2 of the top 3, including second win in team history. Pretty good day as a team owner and also a pretty good day as a driver.
Yeah, and looking at where you were at Daytona with the points, you were in 26, so this is a huge turnaround for you. So I don't know how much you've done at Michigan over the past couple seasons. Do you feel any confidence about that race next weekend?
Well, I feel confidence that we have done well at Michigan, and another reference, we won Auto Club last season, which is the sister track of Michigan. So I think we got a pretty good shot to have another good run, another solid points day. It's just going to have to depend on how the race is going to land for us. Once again tonight, just looked like a fuel saver. We just got to hope Michigan next week is not going to be a fuel saver for the fuel guys, and we can just straight up race in the pack.
Definitely, indeed. Do you want to give any special shout-outs before we end the stream and look forward to next weekend's race?
God, everybody's trying to steal my formula. God dang. Shout out to the admins.
What's the word I'm looking for? I can't think
Pull
of
up
it
the
now, damn it.
thesaurus. I'll think to find it. Let's see. I like to thank the
I'll still
admins.
copy right there.
Like thank Casey, Trippy, Sammy, and a couple other people in the admin group for having another really good race. Well officiated too. For Texas, not bad on cautions tonight. We had a really green stage 3 there that kind of made the fuel saving possible. Shout out to you guys, of course. I've been in your guys' positions so many times. So thank you guys for commentating and having a nice little race tonight for the people watching. And I can't wait to go to Michigan. Hell yeah.
Well, there you guys have it. That was Air Just Cause, who finished in the top 3 tonight. Very solid run for the 18 team tonight. That will do it for tonight's coverage for RHRL for the Timmy 2 Plates 250. Next weekend, January 20th, we are heading to Michigan. We're going to see a lot of similar things to what we've seen at Daytona. And then on the 27th, to end the month of January, we are having our first road course event at Road America. That will be chaos, just as much as it will be next weekend. But for now, this was tonight's coverage at Texas. Congrats again to Camo and the 19 team for having a perfect race. This is Regular Show 48. Thanking all of you for watching the stream. Also, thanks to Dark Abyss, my partner in crime, once again this weekend. And we will look forward to seeing all of you next weekend. Thanks to all for watching. Again, use the W code in the stream. This is Regular Show 48 saying so long, and we'll see you guys next weekend.